Welcome, Mrs. Smucker. Today we will be asking you interview questions for the young...
Baby Micah.
Very young.
He's 32 weeks old.
Goodness.
Have 8 weeks to go.
It's going quick.
2 months.
It's going quick.
2 months to go.
So I have here a list of questions compiled by a random panel. I'd like to ask you a few of them.
We made up the questions.
The first question is, how has the pregnancy been so far?
So far, pretty easy. I haven't had very much nausea, and it's been the second trimester was definitely the best. The third trimester, I have been getting aches and pains. You're heavy on my back, so lots of aches and pains. I don't always feel good. This is Charlie. He wants to be part of the interview. Say hi, Charlie.
That's perfect, because that brings me to my next question. How do you think Charlie and Daisy will react towards Micah?
Charlie will be jealous. He's a jealous little doggy. Oh, baby. He's a jealous little doggy. He will be jealous, or just ignore Micah completely. And Daisy will be protective and nervous, because she's a nervous doggy. So she'll be protective of him and then very nervous of him. That's my prediction. They'll both really like him. I can't wait till he's a little bit older and they get to play with him. I think that will be fun.
Excellent response. Next question. Who is going to be allowed to babysit Micah?
Anyone we trust. Most of our friends I trust.
Why are you
Maybe
laughing?
with a little bit of training. Because I can't imagine, like, Jared.
All by himself.
Yeah, all by himself. Can you imagine some of our guy friends?
Absolutely.
I would have to train them a little bit first. Because we are one of the first people to have babies in the group of friends. But if it's a team effort, I know they would be able to do it. But I would trust most people with my baby. Maybe not right away, but eventually.
We're going to keep on the topic of, I'm going to ask you questions about you. What are you looking forward to the most with Micah?
Snuggling.
Oh, goodness.
I'm excited to snuggle with our baby.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Snuggling. So, as you let Micah grow, you watch him, what kind of skills are you going to try to teach him? What are you going to make important in his life?
I plan to make important just the qualities of a good gentleman. I want him to have chivalry, and I want him to be polite, and just to be and have a good heart and a good soul and a good feel about him. And I think that will come from the Lord. I think that will be from church and from Sunday school and from things like that he'll learn from. But I think that I just want to instill God in him so he's a godly man when he grows up.
What kind of parenting techniques are you going to use?
I plan to be a strict mom. I think being a teacher has really opened up my eyes to how to have high expectations and how to lay them out for kids. And so I want to have very high expectations for Micah, and to know that he will have chores and he will take care of himself, and I feel like I will be the strict one, Matt will be the fun one, and we'll balance each other out with that. So parenting, I think it will be definitely a team effort, and I think we'll balance each other greatly, because I'll be strict and Matt will be fun. But fun and play is going to be huge. I want him to be outdoors a lot. I don't think kids are outdoors enough, so I'm going to play outdoor in the yard a lot.
Let's shift focus a little bit. Let's talk about you and... What's your husband's name?
Matt, you're the one doing the
Okay, yes,
interview.
let's talk about you and Matt. What are you going to do to keep the marriage strong and a priority?
I want to, once we get settled, I want to make sure we have date nights, and I want to make sure we communicate. And I want to not lose the traditions we already have, like watching these certain TV shows together or texting each other during the day. And I want to be very careful about keeping our marriage strong and important and a priority. I know it will be harder, but I think it will be a priority. I'm excited to have a new hobby with him, which is Micah. I'm excited to be able to watch him and laugh with him and to teach Micah new things in the evenings when we're together, because I think it will be a new thing, a new fun thing to do, a new hobby almost to entertain Micah.
So, between the two of you, what qualities do you hope that he gets from you guys?
Personality qualities?
Personality or physical?
I want him to get Matt's sense of humor. I want him to be a funny kid and laid back kiddo. And I hope he's a laid back baby too. And I want him to be kind and always giving to others like me. And always having a very thoughtful gentleness about him that I think we both have. That we are always thinking of others and giving to others. And that's important in our family. So I feel like that hopefully gets given to him. As well as thankfulness.
What qualities do you hope that he does not get?
Our tempers. We both have a little bit of a temper on us, believe it or not. So I hope he doesn't have our tempers or as emotional as I am. I hope he kind of gets Matt's emotional stability, because I'm not always emotionally stable all the time. I'm more emotional. I'm a spitfire, if you please. So I hope he doesn't get that. But I hope he gets, this is my plan for him physically, I hope he gets Matt's curly dark hair and my eyes and his high cheekbones. That's what I want physically. God will give it as long as he's a healthy baby, I don't mind. But that's what I want. That's my order.
We're now going to shift into the final phase of questioning. What we'll talk about next is what you think Micah is going to be like and what you hope for him.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to be talking specifically about Micah.
Okay.
So the first question would be, what do you think he's going to look like when he grows up?
When he grows
when
up?
He's an adult.
Oh, he's going to look a lot like his father. Big ears. Tall.
Dark, handsome.
Muscular. And I hope he carries himself well. That's all I care about is he carries himself with confidence. Especially as a gentleman.
What will he be like?
His personality?
Yes.
I hope he's laid back and fun to be around. Like, as an adult, I hope he's laid back and fun to be around and just a good buddy. I almost hope he gets Matt's personality with the guys, like the funny guy, the cool guy, the guy that people care about deeply and want around, because he brings a humor and a laid back attitude to the party, if you say. But I hope he genuinely has good friends. That's why I love that Matt grew up with these friends that he's had since childhood. I hope he gets that, because that's very important. That's something that Matt was very lucky to have. So I hope that he finds childhood friends that grow up with him and is with him forever. That's what I hope.
How do you think he will surprise you the most?
I hope he surprises me with how fast he learns. I'm a little bit scared that he will have trouble learning, and as a teacher that's fine, because I know how to deal with that. But I hope that he's a fast learner and has Matt's brain. So I hope that he surprises me with his, because I struggled in school and Matt didn't. So I hope that he surprises me and has Matt's ability to think. Instead of being so emotional, I'm always emotional and I'm driven by emotions. And so I hope he surprises me by being driven by his thoughts and his ability to learn. So that's what I hope, but I'm sure he'll surprise me with something. Who knows what he'll surprise me with? If I knew it wouldn't be a surprise, right?
That is true. Next question. Where will his first vacation be?
I hope to take him to the beach.
Oh.
That's what I hope. Disney World later, when he can remember it a little better, but Disney World would be fun. But I hope to take him to the beach for his first vacation. It will probably be to Pennsylvania to see family. It's probably what reality will be, and that's fine. It's important to see family.
What's his favorite subject in school going to be?
Science, because he can be outdoors all the time. So he's going to explore the world and be in love with science.
When will he be allowed to date?
When he is... Date? Oh, I don't know. When he can drive, 16. He can do that dating at school earlier, you know, those dates that you don't do anything but call each other. But for real dates, like take him on a date, when he can drive.
After dating, what kind of girl do you think he's going to marry?
Oh, I hope a good girl. A girl that's just as good as him. So hopefully a good Christian loving girl that has a good family and will treat him right. As long as she treats him right, I would be very satisfied. But a pretty Christian girl.
Is he going to be a dog person or a cat person?
Probably dog, because we have dogs. So I'm betting dog person.
What is the first thing he's going to do to get in trouble in school?
The first thing, he's going to be like his dad. Get in trouble in school. I would never get in trouble at school, but he'll probably, I don't know, first thing to get in trouble at school. He'll, hopefully nothing, right? But he'll probably get in trouble by just being a boy, wrestling or something like that. Being a boy.
Final question, just because I know you. What family traditions do you plan on carrying on with little Micah?
I'm very silly because I'm very excited about the first snow day of each year and staying home and making donuts and cream sticks with my little boy because that's what Mommy did. And then you go outside and play in the snow. And then you come back in and have hot chocolate and the finished donuts and cream sticks. So that's one huge one. But I'm sure there's like the Christmas traditions we have, like reading a book before, a Christian book about bringing Christmas back to what it really means, that reading that before gifts are given at Christmas, and going around at the table at Thanksgiving and talking about what you're thankful for, and things like that my mom was always very good at. I don't want to teach about Santa, but that's one. Then that would be a tradition because Mom and Dad never taught me about Santa. Well, they taught me who St. Nicholas was, but they didn't do like a Santa gift or something like that. And that's one of Matt and I's arguments because he wants to teach about Santa and I don't. So that's one we'll figure out around Christmas of next year. We'll see what we decide. But there's probably be a compromise.
What do you want to tell Micah?
I love you. I'm excited for you to come. It's going to be fun. And I love you.